back to the Man United fan stand. It is now officially your Manchester United 2020 live review, and yes, we're now live for the review of Manchester United's whole 2020, and yes, we're going to be reacting to obviously it's the last season and obviously like the half of this season as well, and just overall bit about transfer window that's opening tomorrow. Obviously, is our final video of the year as well. So yeah, drop a like on the video if you aren't already as well, guys. And yeah, Manchester United have got a big match tomorrow against Aston Villa as well. But yeah, now what we are now officially going to be doing is we're now officially going to be reacting to Manchester United's whole year, and at the end and stuff, we're going to be going on saying breakout player of the year, who's the most up and coming and stuff like that, and obviously the player of 2020 as well. So that is what we are going to be doing in this video here today as well. Hopefully, if the live chat doesn't suddenly turn off, then you guys could also easily have your say as well if you do write your thoughts in the live chat. Anyway, right, let's get on with it. So it's a massive it's been a massive year for Manchester United overall, if I'm completely honest with you. I mean, right now we're in a title right now we are in a bit of a title race, obviously, and hopefully we can go on and try and continue with the kind of position that we are in right now at Manchester United, because in my opinion, look, we definitely need this. Just continuing how it is, like the kind of position that we're in now. Hopefully we can keep on progressing and it does continue. And, you know, even though we are going to go into a new year, it's all going, we need to be having the same ambitions and stuff like that to 2021. So, yeah, that is simple. But, you know, look, it's been interesting, because obviously we've been playing the majority of 2020 behind closed doors, unfortunately, and that is an annoying thing, and I'm sure it would be hard for the players to generally cope a little bit without the fans and stuff like that. So yeah, that must be a very weird thing for the players, if I'm completely honest with you. So yeah, in my opinion, that is a massive thing for the players and stuff like that as well. So yes, but look, we're in an interesting time at the club as well, and to be honest with you, I am really looking forward to just progressing in there, and we got the transfer window tomorrow, which is good as well. So overall, I'm looking forward to the future, moving forward at this club. So yeah, simple. But look, overall, the thing that is very interesting as we went into time is just, yeah, how this whole year's gone. I mean, you know, it's been kind of ups and down year. It's been alright. I mean, this season we're doing decent. Earlier in the year, like, we started off against Arsenal, which we did lose 2-0 to last year. Not last year, earlier this year. But, you know, look, it's interesting, because, you know, we've progressed under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer quite a bit this year, and it's been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's second full year as Manchester United manager. So yeah, that is also very, very interesting. I mean, the position that we've been in under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's quite good at this moment in time. We are not doing that bad under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United manager currently. So, you know, we have to be grateful for what's happening now, and we've got January, and hopefully Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does get the backing. But obviously, like last season, it was alright, you know, we managed to get third place, but it was in a very, very tight top four race. And yeah, I mean, obviously, earlier on in the year, we've had the whole lockdown thing, and, you know, as I was speaking about a few minutes ago, no fans being in the stadiums, it must be hard for the players to have to, you know, put up with. But yeah, I mean, fans are starting to slowly come back. Not to Old Trafford yet, though, because Manchester United are in Tier 4. But you know that it's just simply how it is at this moment in time. So yeah, but look, we are hoping that it does get better with the whole global pandemic thing. And yeah, but look, we just need to hope for the best of Manchester United at this moment in time. We just need to keep on simply just supporting the club through this whole thing at this moment in time. And yeah, that's what we need to do. But overall, this year has been an interesting year for the club, if I'm completely honest with you. I mean, we got to the semi-finals of the Europa League last season, which was interesting. I mean, I generally can't believe that we just couldn't get to win it. But, we are this season, we're in the bloody Europa League again. And, yeah, but look, I mean, this season, moving on to it, because, that's the main thing we need to talk about, the main presence at this moment in time. This season, it's literally just the mid-season review at the moment. So this season, with how it's gone, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it? I mean, getting knocked out of the Champions League is a massive setback, but we've managed to deal with it quite well. But seriously, if we were playing how we were now, then we could have easily just got to be, now we're simply focusing on the league. Just don't worry about the Europa League. I mean, seriously, it'd be nice if we get that trophy, but, we got the Carabao Cup to focus on, even though, you can just scrap that. I mean, look, I think our main priority has got to be the league, 100%, because, we're in a good position, we seriously can't afford to slip out of it. The kind of position that we are in at Manchester United at this moment in time, we cannot afford to slip out of the position that we are in, and, we just simply can't afford to lose our momentum this season. That is a very, very bloody important thing. Momentum cannot be lost. And but we've had a few setbacks and we've had some few good times this year at Manchester United, to be completely honest with you. And look, it is very interesting to see with what's happening at this club. And I'm excited to see to find out what the future is going to be, and hopefully we can just keep on going at this moment in time at the club. So but look, I've got to say I am excited going into next year, and let's see what we can get out of it. So we're still in trophies. We've got the Premier League, which should be our main priority, as I just mentioned. We got the Carabao Cup that we're still in, and we got the bloody Europa League, and we got the FA Cup that's coming up in January as well. So yes, and don't forget we have got the transfer window coming up tomorrow as well, or shall I say in a matter of hours. Because it hits at midnight, doesn't it? And while I'm doing this, it's about 6:15 here in England. But it's a very interesting kind of position that we are in at the moment of time at Manchester United, and we just simply need to hope that it does continue. But obviously there's always a lot of time. I mean, we're not even fully halfway into the season just yet, though, aren't we? We kind of are, but we're not fully halfway into it, and there's still a lot of football to be played, so we can easily drop out the kind of position that we are in, which we cannot afford to happen. But I was talking about on the show that I did last night about Jadon Sancho. Me and my brother talking about it. And we both think that we'll finish top 4, quite comfortably. He said fourth, I said second or third. From where we will finish this season. That is my whole opinion on this. But overall, we are in a decent position at this moment in time, and it just simply can't afford to slip. We cannot let this slip, the kind of position that we are in, and we just simply need to keep on going, and that we can't we just can't afford for any more setbacks. And I think look, in January this year we got that Bruno Fernandes signing done, and I think that's another thing that needs to be mentioned, because last season as well, he played a massive part in it as well. Do not forget that. We cannot forget the kind of things that Bruno Fernandes has done for this club, and helped us out so much. It's absolutely amazing the kind of things that Bruno Fernandes has actually came into the club and done. Last season, he helped us get top 4. It's amazing. And this season, where would we be without him? I know Marcus Rashford's on the roll. He's playing well at this moment in time, but look, if you look at it though, then we are in a position where we do need to seriously be getting the title, and hopefully we are and hopefully it gets better. And Bruno Fernandes just came into the club, and he is really helping matters at this moment in time, which is really good, and he's a very exciting player to watch as well, if I'm completely honest with you. I think I've always said that he's having a very good influence on the rest of the team as well, which is really good to see. And he's just a very exciting player to watch. I really do enjoy it, and it's good that we've got a star player, and in my opinion he's definitely the best midfielder in the league. 100% he is. I mean, like, who is there who's better than him? I mean, Havertz isn't, Ziyech isn't, De Bruyne's debatable, but, at this moment in time, Bruno Fernandes is having a better season than him, isn't he? So, yeah, but it's important. I think Bruno's definitely the best in the league at this moment in time, if I'm completely honest. So, yeah. Yeah, look, Bruno definitely is the best midfielder in the Premier League at this moment in time, in my opinion. So, yes. Marcus Rashford is doing really well at this moment in time as well. He's doing well, getting us a few goals and assists. Martial's form hasn't been so great, but the thing is though, it was when we came back from lockdown. Martial was the main guy getting all of the goals, and that's the weird thing. If I'm completely honest with you, it's a weird thing, but it's I know he's on terrible form. So, yeah, I mean, look, he had those two good games against Sheffield United and Leeds, and then against Wolves, he was absolutely dreadful. But I mean, he didn't actually get a start against them, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all interesting. But look, it's interesting, and just what's going on with Pogba, because Pogba wants out of Manchester United, he wants to leave. But if I'm completely honest, he's not playing too bad this moment. So I mean, he's playing quite well, to be honest. Obviously, in the summer, we got the signing of Donny van der Beek, who isn't starting week in, week out. I mean, when was the last time I actually started in a bloody Premier League game? I can actually check for you now. I can check for you. Because, yeah, I'm going to quickly check. when the last time Donny van der Beek started for Manchester United. Okay, right, let's have a look at this. I don't know. I generally don't know. I don't know if he's. I think it was Southampton, and that might have been the only time as well. I think it was Southampton. That's what I think. I believe it was Southampton. The last time that Donny van der Beek started for Manchester United, and that was quite a few weeks ago as well, which is just disappointing. Because I feel like Donny van der Beek's brilliant. He's not getting a sign. I know I go on a rant about this every single night in every single video I do, but it has to be spoken about. That's a big thing, and I think it's a subject that a lot of Man United fans do talk about a lot about. What the bloody hell's going on with this? What's going on behind the scenes with Donny van der Beek? Because, as we all know, we need the guy starting for us, and he isn't, and that's a very disappointing thing at this moment in time at Manchester United. So, yeah, we simply need to hope that this does all change for us. So, yeah, but I am looking forward to see what happens with it, and I reckon next season the guy could easily be getting a start. But look, we just simply have to wait and see what happens. But it is a bit frustrating the position that we are in with him. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Obviously, we got Mason Greenwood, who's still giving it a go at this moment in time. He's not a fully starting player. He didn't have the greatest game ever against Wolves, but apart from that, he's a good goal scorer and stuff like that. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out and said Mason Greenwood is brilliant, and I personally think Mason Greenwood is absolutely brilliant as well. But look, obviously you're gonna have an off game, and I'm sure Greenwood will be back soon, starting quite a bit. But he just needs to wait till he finds his form, and yeah, I mean, there are still quite a few players in the club still trying to find their form at this moment in time. I mean, there's bloody Harry Maguire, there's Victor Lindelof, who's all right, but Martial's finding his form. Greenwood still, I believe, Greenwood's finding it. Pogba's in the middle of finding his form because he's getting better as we speak, though, isn't he? But yeah, he's definitely a player finding form. Scott McTominay, I think that's 100%. Yeah, look, we have still got a lot of players trying to go on and find their form at this moment in time at Manchester United. There's still a load of them, but I think that thing is because our attack's doing well. That's the thing. I think, as we all know now though, is from the news that came out earlier, is Edison Cavani's been banned for 3 matches, and he got fined because of that Instagram post he put out. So back in November after the Southampton game. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. That he's been banned for 3 games, but well, that's why we just need Martial to find form, because when Edison Cavani has came in to the club, he's actually been having quite He's actually been having quite a few good games at this moment in time. So you can't criticise him because he has been doing quite well at Manchester United. Ever since he did come in, I think there's been a lot of Edison Cavani doubters as well. And I kind of was one at the start, but now he's actually doing well. But I think our 2-star players are definitely Rashford, Bruno. Fred's playing Fred's playing alright. Matic had a great game against Wolves, and to be honest, Matic hasn't played too bad this season. I thought he's been quite decent. McTominay's been a bit poor, if I'm completely honest. Hasn't been great. Dan James is quite poor. But, look, to be honest with you, half the team's actually quite poor, and, half the team's good. So, yeah, I think David De Gea is playing brilliant at this moment in time, and David De Gea is definitely starting to find a bit more form now at Manchester United, which is very good to see. He's been having some world-class games recently at Manchester United, which is absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, and it's really good to see, a player like David De Gea starting to find a bit of his form at the club. So yeah, hopefully we can make sure that there are some changes at this moment in time at Manchester United. So yeah, let's make sure that there is. I'm gonna try right now and check the whole of the live chats. Okay, I'm going to try and do it here. I'm going to try and see if this works. If it works, type in the chat. Just to let me know if it's fully working. Hopefully this works. Okay, right. So quickly, it should work. So guys, refresh the video if you are watching live, and then you will should be able to type stuff in the comments now. Okay, right. In the live chat. So yeah, that's what you need to do. Anyway, so yeah, look, we got January coming up tomorrow. January transfer window. I generally cannot wait because a centre back is seriously needed at the club at this moment in time. So yeah, we need to make sure that we do get some stuff going at the club. So yeah, that is what we do need to be doing. So yes, White Star Line. Antic says it works. Oh, right, brilliant, fantastic. It's working, fantastic. Right, we got it working, guys. Thank God. Right, we got it working. Hi, United says it works as well. Right, okay, right. We got it working. Fantastic. Right, so yeah, we got January coming up tomorrow, which is going to be very interesting times at Manchester United at this moment in time. So yeah, my start line fantastic says you left it disabled for every live stream you've done the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I know I did have a few problems, to be honest with you, but yeah, now it's fixed. We got it working. That's all good. Okay, right. Now everyone gets a chance to say everything that I've been meaning to say, because it's the whole year review of 2020. So just guys, throw some random questions at me, and yeah, we'll do it. But yeah, look, we got January transfer window coming up, and we got some really interesting things coming up with a defender and stuff like that, which I'm really looking forward to going and see what's happening with that. So yeah, look, I'm seriously looking forward to see what's been happening with the defender, that a defender that could be coming into Manchester United, and we are hoping that Upamecano could be coming into Manchester United, the RB Leipzig defender, and I would absolutely love that. To be completely honest with you, I really do hope that we do get that kind of signing at the club, because that is really that signing really is needed if we do end up getting a payment. Yeah, United 2 says he's the sign as well. Look, I really do hope that we do get the deal, because moving on, to it. Like, because this year we have really been struggling with our defence. We seriously have, and our defence is a serious problem. If we do want to go on and challenge for titles and stuff like that, it's a massive thing, and our defence is a massive problem at this club, and it's been like the whole thing for the whole year. And Harry Maguire is a massive problem. I mean, I don't know if it was because of like the problems that happened with him in Greece or some stuff like that. That is a serious big thing, to be honest with you, and that can easily affect his performance. I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer keeps going on and saying that he's believing in him at this moment in time as well. So yeah, I mean, but still, he's at the first point though. He was never worth the amount of money that we spent on him. 80 million bloody pounds. I mean, that's the kind of thing that's a joke. It is a joke, the amount of money that we spent on the guy, and yeah, it's simple. It really was a complete and utter joke, the money that we spent on him, and that was and it is starting to get frustrating because I also think, because I said this last night as well, I don't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to drop him because of the price that we spent on him and the amount of wages as well. So yeah, White Star Line fan 6 says all we need is a centre back, a decent centre back. We may clinch and we may clinch the title from Liverpool. I really do hope so, because I think our attack's fantastic at this moment in time. I really do think our attack is good at the moment. So I feel like that's a big thing that needs to be changing at the club at this moment in time, and that is simply going on and making sure that we do go on and get a defender, because I think that would really help. And I am confident. All I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs is the simple backing in January to get him, and I think Upamecano is the guy that we could get. So yeah. And then I believe we are still favourites to be signing Jadon Sancho in the summer, which makes that interesting for our attack as well. So if we can get Jadon Sancho, then that's absolutely brilliant as well. So yeah, I really do hope that we can go on and get Jadon Sancho, because I think that's a deal which would really help us out a lot if we can get it up front. I think that's just that extra little spark, a little bit more of a spark up front if we get Jadon Sancho to play on the right for us at this moment in time. So I think that would really help. But yeah, the question is what happens with Greenwood. I mean, Greenwood's young, Sancho's young, but I still believe that Sancho will be playing over him if we do manage to go on and get that deal done. So yes, but look, I've got to say I am quite confident of the Upamecano deal happening in January. And I don't think that we would go on and really sign anyone else that we really properly do need, though. That's the thing with that, to be honest. So yeah, that's my opinion on all of that. So yes, that'd be interesting. But yeah, this year our defense has been a massive problem. So yeah, but our attack, especially Bruno Fernandes at this moment in time, is good. But as I said, I just reckon we just need that little bit more consistency up front, because against Wolves it was dreadful. To be honest with you. So yes. Oh yeah, and the comment, White Star Line Fantastic says our attack is very inconsistent. We could have won by more goals against Wolves, but yet they did amazing against some other teams. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It definitely is quite inconsistent. I think Bruno Fernandes just keeps on having good games at this moment in time. Rashford's playing well. Martial's the most inconsistent player that Manchester United actually have at this moment in time, if I'm completely honest with you. I mean, look, I really do like Anthony Martial, but he's just really inconsistent, and he's having an absolute. This is probably one of the worst seasons that he's actually had in a very long time, in his whole footballing career. He's been dreadful this season, and that's the thing. And we could also this season actually be going on and missing Edinson Cavani for the next couple of 3 games, as well. So. yeah, that is another big thing as well. So yeah, but look, we'll just have to simply see what happens with it, though, won't we? We'll have to just go on and see what happens, and I'm looking forward for January, because I really do think that can easily help us change a lot of our problems at this club at this moment in time. So yeah, that is why I am very excited for January, so that way we can just move on, and we can get a few signings in it. So yeah, look, I am really looking forward to it. So yes, what I'm going to be doing now is now I'm probably going to be doing like my breakout star of the year, the up and coming star, and stuff like that, and obviously the player for Manchester United of 2020. You guys can also put your thoughts in the live chat as well. So yeah, that is what we would do. Manchester United and my fans, so Sancho hopefully sign in January. I very much doubt to sign in January, but the summer, we'll simply just have to see. I mean, hopefully the coronavirus is all gone by then, but hopefully, because that coronavirus is affecting a lot of business at this moment in time. So yes. Anyway, yeah, I am now officially going to be doing we'll do up and coming stuff first, won't we? And then I'll do player of the year. So right, what we'll do, up and coming star. There are quite a few ones. There are a few odd ones. There's Mason Greenwood, obviously. I mean, look, Rashford's young, but he's like one of the star players anyway, though, isn't he? So he is one of my contenders for Player of the Year. So Mason Greenwood, obviously. There's, I would say Donny van der Beek if he started, but you can't really say that. I'll say Fred, 100%. It's like, look, we could say, I wouldn't say Matic, because he's getting a bit older now. So we got Mick, not Mick. Look, we'll say McTominay, Fred, Greenwood, at this moment in time. That's what we'll do. Yeah, look, McTominay, Fred, or Greenwood. We'll do one of them. Okay, look, this is really tough. This is really tough to say like a proper up and coming player of the year. To be completely honest, it's tough. I mean, Greenwood, it had a really good season last season. This season, he's been average, if I'm completely honest. But we still got quite a bit to go with the season. But yeah, overall, Greenwood's had an interesting season. Fred has played quite well in the midfield, if I'm honest. I think he's played really well. And yeah, that's the thing. I think like Greenwood's main standout game though was against West Ham, to be honest. So yeah, that's a big thing. So, but yeah, okay. I'm just gonna read this comment and then I'll say. So right side first. Fantic says, we should win against Villa, only if our attack is on the top of its game. Villa have a very good defence, so it's easier said than done. But the game against Villa will be our most important 3 points. Yeah, look, you can't disagree. Aston Villa have had a brilliant season this year, and they could have easily got relegated last season as well. And this season they've got a lot of a stronger attack than last season, and their defence is suddenly picking up a lot this season as well. So yeah, Aston Villa. That game is going to be really important tomorrow. It's a really important game which we must win. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I reckon that we will win it, but we will seriously have to be on the top of our game. And you said you said that our attack needs to be on top of its game. The defense does as well, obviously, as it always does, because Aston Villa have got Ollie Watkins, they've got El Ghazi who's doing decent at the moment, and they've got Jack Grealish, who can easily cause some big problems for us, for our defence especially. So yeah, that is definitely a big thing for us as well, and it's a very key 3 points if we get the win tomorrow. Because look, I said in the preview earlier as well, Aston Villa have picked up some really important points. They spanked Liverpool. They got a draw against Chelsea. They beat Arsenal. They've had some really big, important points for them this season. So, yeah, tomorrow we are going to be in for a tough game to start off with in 2021. So, yeah, that's all gonna be good. Anyway, the up and coming star of the year. I've made my mind up now. I'm probably gonna say Fred if I'm completely honest. I'm gonna say Fred because overall I thought he was decent last season and he's having a good year this year as well. So I'm gonna say Fred. I am gonna say Fred this year, but Mason Greenwood's doing well as well. He would have been my second place, but so far this season it hasn't been his most amazing season this season, now has it for Mason Greenwood? So that's why I'm going to be saying Fred. Overall, because look, Fred's like a starting centre midfielder, and he's actually taken the job up quite well. So you need to. In my opinion, it's got to be Fred. It's got to be Fred. If I'm honest with you, but I think Greenwood's been good. If we actually did start Donny van der Beek, then he could have easily been a contender. But he only starts in the bloody Carabao Cup games, which I can't believe. But that's the thing. But he could be a replacement for Paul Pogba in the summer if Paul Pogba ends up depart in the summer. So yes. Manchester United #1 fan says I would choose Greenwood's. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. You can't disagree with that. You can't one bit disagree with that. So yes. Right, I'm probably going to do my play of 2020. So yeah, what I am going to do, 3 contenders, obviously, you have to be saying Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and who's another one who you could put into the equation as well. Oh, that's a tough one. Who else would you put into the equation? Because, you could say David De Gea because he's been a robber earlier on this year, and this isn't like the whole of this year. So, I wouldn't say De Gea because he's starting to find his form again. But I wouldn't say him. I would probably go on and pick... who else would I say? Who else would I... who else is there who I would want to say? Probably... If I had to pick one more player, then I would probably end up choosing Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I would pick Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, I know he hasn't had the best last couple of 3 games, but overall this year, in my opinion, he's been brilliant for us. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is like a kind of another player who I also really do enjoy watching as well, just helping us through. The defence, and he's also helping us slide down the right as well, which he's always up there, putting in some good crossing and stuff like that. So I think the top 3 for player of the year: Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Wan-Bissaka. That's what I'll do. Look, I'll do 3rd place and stuff now. So 3rd place I'll do Wan-Bissaka. That's what I'll do. 2nd place. It's got to be Marcus Rashford, and then 1st place Bruno Fernandes, because the reason why Bruno Fernandes is 1st is simply because look at what he's done. Look at what he has done since he came into Manchester United. He's been absolutely fantastic. If I'm honest, it 100% has to be Bruno Fernandes. I'm not sure much people will disagree with me with that one, because he really is absolutely world class, and this guy is a massive future to us, and he's going to be here for some years, helping us out a lot, in my opinion. So, and look, I really do enjoy watching Bruno Fernandes, and I love him playing for Manchester United. I think he's absolutely fantastic. So. Yes, overall, I think that player of 2020 100% has to be going to Bruno Fernandes. I'm 100% sure of that. I really do think. I mean, look, Marcus Rashford and Wan-Bissaka have been fantastic, but I think overall, look at what Bruno Fernandes has done since he came into Manchester United. That has to be him. Manchester United #1 fan says Bruno Fernandes is world class. Yeah, look, I said it earlier on, Bruno Fernandes is definitely the best midfielder in the league, in my opinion. So, yeah, look, 100%. But, yeah, anyway, so we got tomorrow, 2021, Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I generally cannot wait for it. Hopefully, we can just be a bit more consistent. Hopefully, in 2021, it brings us quite a few trophies. Hopefully, and also just hopefully, away from football and all that, it's a lot better year than 2020, and obviously, hopefully, 2021 is a better year for Manchester United than any other year since 2013, should we say, because that's the last time we actually won the Premier League, and that's what we're hoping for this year, aren't we? So, yeah, look, hopefully we can at least get like the Premier League or the FA Cup this year. I'm generally hoping for it, but look, we'll just have to see. We got the Europa League, we got Carabao Cup as well, Premier League, FA Cup. We got all of that as well this year. We got all of that going into next year as well. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. Anyway, so this was the final video of 2020 of Man United Fan Stand. I will probably be speaking to you all tomorrow for the pre-match build-up for Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I generally can't wait for that. Make sure that you guys tune in as well. Thank you for everyone that's been supporting the channel through 2020. And yeah, we're going to end this video here. Thanks for watching this video of the Man United Fan Stand. Have a happy New Year to everyone.